So I'm going to start that recording also. All right, go ahead and type in here if you have any questions for me, if you can hear me, and then we will kick this training off. All right, not seeing anything yet. I see quite a few attendees here. All right, can you hear me? Testing, testing. All right. Yep, loud and clear. Good. Okay, just now seeing those come through. All right, perfect. Awesome. Okay, good. Just needed some confirmation. Now we've got everybody jumping in. That's awesome. So, as you guys know, this is another part of the series that you guys have been investing in. First one was your first sales funnel. Second one was your first info product. And this one is based on actually a recommendation I got after I created your first info product, which was, Paul, why don't you create a PLR that goes with these that teaches people what they do after they launch their info product. So I thought that was a very good idea. I love to listen to the customers, so that's why I've created this training for you. And you guys got in at the pre-launch pricing, so everybody else that buys it here forward is going to be paying more money. And so it's going to be great. So again, this is being recorded, of course. I've got this recording on Camtasia as we speak. I have it recording on backup on GoToWebinar. And after this session, what's going to happen is I'm going to take this raw session, I'll put it up on YouTube. That way you guys can start digesting it, start planning your attack as PLR sellers. And then I'm going to be editing it down a little bit because again, I'm recording this live, so there's going to be a few little hiccups that probably will come up. So I'll edit it down so it's clean and perfect for you guys to sell as your own product. And then as I get sales materials created, I will post those on a download page. So it'll just be like a regular PLR offer, but you guys got in first, so it's really fantastic. I'm going to officially launch this on April 11th, so you guys will have everything well before then. So you guys are actually going to be ahead of everybody else. So that's the joy of getting in early, so you guys could start actually selling this, adding it to your own funnel, those types of things. So if you do have questions, please go ahead and post those now. Otherwise, I will kick this off. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of questions that I answer live, but I'll answer them at the end. I'll answer all your questions at the end as much as I can. The most important thing is I just want to try and make it as clean of a recording as we can. If there's a lot of pauses, it'll delay the process for getting this out to you all. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I am really excited that you guys have joined us. Thank you for pre-purchasing this. You guys have done a great job. So, all right, so let's jump in. This training is going to be not entirely PowerPoint. There's just a few PowerPoint slides. Most of it's going to be a combination of Word document notes, so you guys can actually see the process, listed out. It's kind of a little different approach to training in this style. And then also, you guys are going to be seeing on screen. So there's a lot of on the screen stuff that I have to do because I really want to dive in and show you guys numbers and show you guys how to find this inside JVZoo, show you how to recruit affiliates in Facebook and those types of things that are really important to a product launch that you need to see instead of actually just hear me say it in a PowerPoint. So that's why we're doing this training in this way. So, all right. Well, without further ado, I'm going to kick this thing off and we'll do a little 5-second pause and then start the recording. And again, ask away if you have questions. I'll answer them at the end. And if you run into audio issues, if everybody's asking, then I'll know. All right. Thank you, guys. Perfect. And you guys should be seeing my screen. Actually, could I get one quick confirmation that you are seeing my screen before I dive into the training? That way I know there's no issues. Perfect. Screen's good. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Fantastic. All right. All right, in today's training, we are talking about your first product launch. And your first product launch is helping you understand the processes and steps you go through once you launch your info product. So at this point, you should have a sales funnel in place, or at the very least, you should have an info product, and you should have gone through the steps to get your info product live. But this training is designed to help you take an info product that's live, once it's live, and then follow up with you so you understand the steps that you go through to launch your product to the market, to make sure it continues to make sales, and to ensure that you are getting the maximum benefit from your product that you just created. The product launch, this is probably the most important training. This is a training that you're going to continually reference, because once your info product is live, you need to know what steps you need to continue to do day after day to continue to earn maximum revenue from that product. You could actually generate a solid full-time income, a very solid full-time income, with just one info product. So if you already have that info product and maybe the upsells in place, you have what you need to generate a solid income, but now you need that roadmap so that you can turn that product into a good evergreen product that pays you day after day, month after month, for ongoing revenue for yourself. So what is next after you launch? It's probably a big question that everybody has, is once they launch their info product, what is next? And that's what this training is designed to do. So the first thing that I like to focus on is understanding my conversions. It's the very first thing I know. In fact, it does not matter what product I launch. I am always nervous until I see that very first sale. And it doesn't matter how many of these I've done. I've been a part of going on, launching about 100+ products into the marketplace over the years. And every single time I go live, the first thing I worry about is, am I going to make that first sale? And it's just natural. And it's kind of like maybe a baseball pitcher. They're kind of uncomfortable until they throw that first strike or maybe get that first out, then they get kind of settled in. And that's where I'm at when I launch a product. So I always want to know, is it converting? And then once I know if it's converting, I know that I have a product that I can work with now. Now, I've never had a product that did not make a sale, so that's a positive thing. And tracking conversions is actually one of the first steps. I'm going to show you guys kind of a math formula, how that works on a Word document, so you guys can understand that process. So understanding your conversion numbers means understanding how many people come to your page and then how many people buy your product. So then you know how that works. Then I learn about, okay, once I know my numbers, I think of ways that I can boost my conversions. And a couple ways that I do this really quickly. In fact, I just did this on a product launch that started out with a 4% conversion, and I got it up all the way up to almost 8% conversion. So I literally almost doubled the conversion rate by doing these two things. And that was changing the headlines so that they resonated with the audience a little better, and then changing the price of the offer. So those two things were just enough to enhance my product that much. And when I say changing the price, I'm not talking a drastic change like I'm dropping it $10. I'm saying I might be dropping it 5 cents, or I might be dropping it $1.05, or I might be raising it by 95 cents or something, just so it looks a little bit like a different price point. So changing the price, maybe going to a dime sale model. We did this on a recent product launch as well, saw our conversions go way up. We started at a price point of $27, but then we realized we need to go to more of the dime sale model, went to $15.63, and next thing you know, sales went through the roof. And on my most recent launch, we started off at, it was $17, but I dropped it back to $14.95. So I dropped it $2.05, but that was enough to actually make conversions skyrocket and get another 3-4%. So that means, what that 3 or 4% means, it may not sound like a lot to you, but that means for every 100 visitors, that means you're selling 3 more copies of your product. That makes a big difference in your overall revenue, because if you have upsells and downsells, that's more people that are going to see your product. And so changing your headlines is a great way to kind of get people to read your copy more, and then changing the price after that. So those are some basic things you can do. And I'm just going to talk about the bare minimum ways to track your conversions. Now, there's all sorts of fancy tools you could invest in and that you can use for doing conversion tracking. But most importantly, there's just the very basics, and that's what I want to focus on. We don't want to get into all the fancy tools here, but just the basics. Sometimes adding bonuses is a tremendous way to kind of take your offer over the top to get people to really dive in and want to invest in it. Monitoring your upsells is also really key. So not only do I like to know what my front-end product's converting at, I like to know how my upsells are converting. Am I getting, 30% of the people, 20%, 15%? Knowing your numbers with your upsells is going to help you identify, okay, do I need to add a bonus to my upsell? Do I need to change the opening of my video sales letter? Do I need to change the price? What kind of things should I look at to make my upsells convert better? Because if you get people to buy your front-end product, they already know, like, and trust you enough to do business with you, so you want to maximize that revenue with the upsells. And we talked about that when we go over the importance of creating a product, is the importance of having a sales funnel or at least one, maybe two upsells into your product, because it's going to enhance the lifetime customer value and the amount of money you make. So monitoring your upsells is really key, because that's going to make you a lot of money. The next thing I like to do is know my numbers, and that's where I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So EPC and average sale, those are two of the most important numbers we're going to go through in this training. EPC stands for earnings per click, and then average sale price is really important to know in your sales funnel. What is your average sales price? And I'll show you some simple ways to calculate that, and also a real simple way to do that inside JVZoo. Recruiting more affiliates is also extremely important. The success or failure of your launch is going to be determined by the traffic that you continue to get on an ongoing basis. And so recruiting more affiliates is extremely vital to your success. And so you really need those affiliate partners to continue to come in and purchase your, continue to promote your product, continue to promote your offer. So recruiting affiliates is going to be key to getting ongoing traffic. And then there's also some other additional traffic things that we can look into that will also enhance the opportunity for you to make more sales. Customer support is the next thing that you really want to hone in on, because you're going to get questions from your customers about your product. You're going to have people that, maybe want the refund. You're going to have people that need help with your product once it's live. But customer support is really important, because you are understanding the needs of your customers, so then you can improve your product, make enhancements to it, and actually maybe sell more, because you might find, oh, I'm getting the similar question about what are the licensing rights to my product, or what is the benefit to this product, so maybe I should do a better job explaining that. So those types of things will get people to actually, to kind of, you hear from your customers, then you can make improvements that way. Writing new email swipes is also another key thing that I do after launch. That means I give my affiliates more fresh material so they can continue to promote my product. Maybe it's blog posts. It depends on what kind of product you have out there. Some of you, it might be additional blog posts. It might be banner advertisements. There's a variety of things that you can offer your affiliates. Updating your JV blog. I like to have a JV blog going that kind of keeps my affiliates apprised of current competitions I have going. Maybe it's just updating them on how the offer's doing. But I think no matter what product you have, whether it's an evergreen product that you have out there on ClickBank, or whether it's an internet marketing product and you're doing like a 7-day fire sale on it, you need to have a JV blog and just let them know what's happening. What have you added to the sales funnel? What have you done to enhance conversions? What have you done to make sure your affiliates are going to make more revenue? So that's really key to tell. Also, going after, just spending the time to contact those affiliates that are currently promoting for you is really important. It's, it's one thing to get affiliates to start promoting for you, and it's another thing, it's a lot easier to get those affiliates that are making sales to follow up with them and see what you can do for them. Is there any kind of a special bonus page you could set up that for them? Is there another, maybe they're doing a great job for you and you say, hey, I appreciate what you're doing. I'm going to throw your banner advertisement onto the download page. That's going to encourage them to keep pushing. Just see ways that you can benefit them and contact those that are really helping you out. It's really important. Following up with your customers, that is key as well. So there's going to be certain opportunities for maybe sending them to certain upsells you have, maybe doing webinars that enhance their experience. Maybe it's a special Q&A that you decide to do. But doing that customer follow-up, that initial follow-up, is really important. Sending them related offers that you have, those types of things are going to be key to your success. Now, We're going to talk about each one of these points in detail as this training goes on. And then we'll go over, finally, we'll wrap it all up by talking about some additional ways to make your product evergreen and how that's going to look for your business moving forward. So let's dive in here and let's start going over just some important things. I'm going to start mapping out some things onto a PowerPoint here so you guys can start to see, or excuse me, on a Word document so you guys can see a little bit. So we've got right here your first product launch. You guys should be seeing this now. And this is just your average Word document here, but I'm going to make some notes here for you guys. So tracking conversions, this is the math problem I was talking about. So the first thing that I do when I'm launching a product within the first hour to 2 hours after it's live, and I also do this all throughout the launch because you always want to know what are your numbers looking like, is knowing how many people visit your page divided by how many people purchase the product. So you want to do, how many people visit your page, and then you want to know how many people buy your product. So there's a couple ways you can identify this. So knowing how many people visit your page, you can use your statistics from JVZoo Stats, ClickBank. You can look at your JVZoo stats, look at ClickBank. Those are two key areas. ClickBank's going to tell you in the analytics section where you can find those numbers. So I'm going to jump into my account here, and let me pause my screen real quick, and I'll jump into my JVZoo and ClickBank account and actually show you guys where these numbers are located. So let's just jump in here, and you guys can see that. All right, so I'm just logging into my account here. All right, we'll give it just a moment here. There we go. And I'm going to zoom in on these windows here. Again, this part will be edited out. The joys of creating a product live. Okay, so inside JVZoo here, one of the ways you can instantly identify, how much traffic you're getting is to actually go into their dashboard, go under Sellers Dashboard, and then you want to look at Reports and then pull up Sales. So Reports and Sales, and that's what you want to do. And then you can go to just pull up any, number of, like an all-time number for the product that you're promoting. So you could look at, all time if you just launched it. You could look at over the last week, over the time when you launched it, those types of things you can actually pull up. So let's let JVZoo pull it up here. Give it just a moment. And I have a lot of products inside my account, so it's going to look a little bit different. There's going to be some products you can drag down here. Wow, that is taking a while to load here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got inside here, inside the JVZoo account, and we'll go to all products, and then let's pull up just one of our products here. So let's say, let me just grab one of my products. Let's say no cost. Let's say your first sales funnel PLR package. We'll grab that. And so you just identify your product here, and then you choose, when you want to track the stats. Is it, what dates you want to track it for, and then go to refresh here. Refresh. And then you're going to easily see here your conversion numbers. They do a really good job of telling you how your product is converting within JVZoo. So they'll tell you your sales numbers. They'll tell you the conversion percentage from each person. So right here, they're telling me that I have a 5.14% conversion, which averages $1.11 per visitor, and the per sale price is $21.66. So that kind of tells you, the revenue that was generated. So that means there's 6,988 visitors, 359 of those people bought that product, which leads to a conversion of 5.14%. So that's how you use the basic numbers. Now in this case, they're also, in this particular product here, there also happens to be two offers on the front end. So I've got a co-branded option and then just a PLR. So if you have more than one product on your front end, you're going to have to do this twice within JVZoo. So your first product launch, and let's see, let's find it here. They kind of buried it in here. So I've got a lot of products in this account. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. So your first info product, I've got the PLR package. I've also got a co-branding rights package. So I've actually got 3 front-end products. The visitors are going to be the same. So see here, it says a 1.88% conversion, but that's not entirely accurate because it's only identifying the amount of people that bought this product right here. So this particular product, it's not taking into account the people that bought the other 2 products on my front end. So, sometimes we have more than one product. So we know here, so there's my PLR package. And let's refresh that. And so we've got 11,936 visitors. So I'm just going to do an example here so you guys can see. So 11,936 visitors. 11,936 visitors. And JVZoo has a tracking pixel on their buy now link, so that's how they're pulling up these visits, these number of visits. And then since there's 3 different products I have on the front end, and this is important if you're selling like WordPress plugins, if you're selling different licensing rights, maybe you have different levels, like they can get the video version of your training or the ebook training. It's really important to know this because again, this 1.86% conversion is not accurate. My conversion actually is quite a bit higher than that. So 11,936 visitors, 224 of those bought the co-branded PLR. And then let's see the next number here. So now I'm just going to drag down, go to refresh. And this is how you can check your conversions for any product. Now, if it's your first product, it'll be pretty simple, pretty cut and dry in there. So it'll be pretty easy to find that. So let's go here. So 222 people bought the PLR package version. So let's go back here. You can see a very close amount bought it, PLR version. And then let's see how many bought the personal use rights version. And so I'm just going to scroll that down. So there's the personal use. So again, I had 3 levels, and then we'll add that up to know our exact amount. So 76 people bought that. So now what you're going to do is basic math here. So we're going to pull up a calculator and know our sales. And again, JVZoo gives you the percentage. You could just go ahead and add the percentage, but I'm showing you this in case you're not using JVZoo, in case you're using ClickBank, or in case you're using another, another way to launch your product. Or maybe it's just PayPal and you're looking into your website transaction logs. So that means there's 522 total sales. So 522 total sales. Then we're going to divide that by the number of visitors. So 11,936, and that's going to give us our conversion percentage. So 522 divided by 11,936. 936. That means we're converting on this product at 4.37%. So that means for every 100 people that visit the page, roughly 4 people are purchasing one of the products on the front end. So that's kind of, more of an average. I wouldn't say that's great conversion rate. Sometimes you want to see more in the 5, 6, 7, 8% range, but that's not bad either. So a lot of average products, kind of an average conversion rate, usually 1, 2%. 4.37 is kind of in the middle there. And so that would tell me that I could go back and make some enhancements to my page. Maybe it's changing the headline, maybe it's adding some additional items to the bonuses, maybe it's tweaking some of the sales copy, but that would give me an indication of what I need to do. So, I really wanted to show you, the reason I went through this process, because I wanted you to see how you track conversions once you launch your product, because it's so vital to your success. So knowing how your product converts is going to be key to your long-term success. So we know that we have 11,000 visitors thanks to JVZoo. And now if you're using ClickBank, I'll show you how to track that as well. And then you know how many sales you've made. So for ClickBank, let me just show you how that works. So here's the last 14 days. You go inside the ClickBank, go into your ClickBank account, go to reporting up here, ClickBank, reporting, and then go to analytics. So ClickBank reporting and go to analytics. And inside here, you can set, like a custom date range. So, we did a product launch that went live on the 13th, and it ran through the 20th. So I'm just going to pull up numbers that go through that date range. And you can see here, they'll tell you how many hop links. So how many hops means how many visits are displaying on that page. And so again, ClickBank has a way of tracking that within their pixels, so they can actually see. They can see how many clicks you're getting from your affiliates. So then we know our amount of sales. So what you want to do here is look at sales count. You want to look at sales count here. So we know, right here that we had over this period 16,642 visits. Now I will say, just from a marketing standpoint, kind of roughly understanding things, generally ClickBank is going to actually have a the best word, you're going to get a lot more traffic from your ClickBank products, but you're going to have a little lower conversion rate generally with ClickBank. And the reason is because with ClickBank, there's thousands of affiliates. And so it's great because you get a lot of people promoting, but your conversion rates are kind of low. They're not going to be as accurate as to what it truly is converting at, because some people are going to send junk traffic. And JVZoo, you have a little more control over that because you can approve or deny certain affiliates. So with ClickBank, unless you get into whitelisting your account, you don't necessarily do that. And so what we've got here, we see that there's 1,117 sales and 16,642 hops or visits. So again, it's just doing a basic math problem here. So we're going to take 1,117. We're going to divide that by 16,642. That's going to tell us roughly 6.7% conversion rate. So it gives you, kind of that idea that what you're doing. So again, so let's just pull up these numbers, 1,117 total sales. And then let's go, and actually this one was just front end sales. And then let's go down here and go to 16,642. So that means affiliates are converting at that percentage, which is absolutely phenomenal. Those are really good rates for affiliates. 16,642. And that's where we're getting our numbers, 642. Then you pull out the calculator, and we know that we're converting at 6.71%. All right, so that's kind of basically how you track conversions using JVZoo stats, using ClickBank. Alternatively, you could go into your website, into your cPanel, and you could actually pull up and see, okay, how many visitors am I getting on my sales page, and then divide that by you know, how many sales you made through PayPal or ClickBank or JVZoo. So there are other ways that you can track your traffic as well. This just happens to be one of the more reliable ways. So again, you're taking how many people visit your page divided by how many people buy your product. So knowing your numbers is important. Keep this in mind. I'm going to make a note of this. Good conversion rate or average conversion rate. And again, it varies by niche, but average conversion rate that I've seen over the 100 plus info products that I've launched and the millions plus in info product sales is, you know, a good average conversion rate that you're going to see is, you know, probably between 3% and 4%. And so those are kind of numbers you want to try to strive for. If you're getting, you know, 5% or higher, you are doing pretty good. Now, obviously, I always want to be tweaking my sales page because I want to maximize my conversions. I'm during a product launch, I'm not happy fully. I mean, I'm happy with certain numbers, but I wouldn't say I'm elated until I'm getting, you know, I really want to push for 10%. Obviously, we always want to have 100%. There's not a sales page in the world that converts at 100%. So you know, you want to try to get that where you're doubling the good percentage, or you're getting your average conversion rate doubled to 6 to 8% range. That's kind of what I try to strive for with every offer. And so there's certain elements that I do to boost my conversions. And a couple things that you can do there is changing your headlines. Now let me show you an example of how that would work. So I'm just going to go to one of my sales pages for one of my products that I have launched recently. So let me pull that up. So we've got this here, and let's change this sales video. And so now what we've got here, brand new PLR teaches passive income strategies. Revealed how you can get PLR to over 2 hours, 45 minutes of cutting edge passive income training. Start building your list of happy customers like crazy. So when I launched this particular product, my headline said amazing new list building opportunity, because kind of the big hook with this product was I'm selling a high quality 2-hour plus training that you can use to either sell or give away to build your email list up, because that gives those that are purchasing the rights to this product a lot of value. Plus those that buy this can learn passive income. But I realized what I was missing the boat on was the passive income angle. So that was, you know, kind of a key thing that I was missing the boat on. And so I came in here after we launched, a couple hours after launch, and I thought to myself, okay, how can I enhance you know, these conversions? Because I saw the numbers, they were okay. They were kind of in that 2-3% range, and I was like, okay, they're okay, it's converting. So that's a good thing. We're not skunked, meaning we're not making no sales. But I realized there are some enhancements that I needed to make. So that's when I went in and I tweaked my sales page or my headline. I didn't have to change all the rest of my sales copy, you know, which is a lot. And so you definitely don't need to go in there and you know, start to tweak your offer and go crazy on your sales copy. But I did see some basic things that I could change, which did not take me very long at all. And that was to go in here and change this headline, the pre-headline, and then the main headline. Simple to do, but it made all the difference in the world. And then I let that change ride, meaning I just, you know, let it stay for the rest of the day just to really see how things ended up. And I realized, okay, wow, this is a winning headline because my conversions have gone up. That means people are actually now sticking on my page more than they were before. And to me, that's extremely, you know, extremely important for you. So that's one of the things I did, is change that headline. The next thing that I encourage people to do is to change your price. Change your price. So once I changed my headline, I was still looking at conversions and thinking, okay, there's something else I can do here. And so I dropped my price a little bit. I've also raised my price. So, you know, there are times where I can actually you know, where I can act, and I see a mistake I made. I actually dropped the price, but I kept it on my graphics. Wow. Okay, so so I've actually dropped my price here, and that would actually enhance my conversion if I fix that. So that's one of those other things you can do, is reproof your copy. But I went through here and I dropped my price from $17 to $14.95, co-branded from $27 to $24.95. And that $2.05 drop added another 3% in conversions for me. And because I saw the numbers steadily rise, well, that told me, okay, that's a winning change, because now for every 100 visits, I'm getting 3 more sales than I was before. So that means that my affiliates are happier because more people are buying my upsells, more people are seeing all the products in my sales funnel, and that is actually a winning formula for me. That's a really good thing that you want to have happen. So that is why you want to, stay tuned to your launch, and those are 2 really important things that you can change rather quickly. The next thing you can do to kind of boost your conversions is to add bonuses. Adding bonuses help. Add scarcity. So adding bonuses to your offer is really important. So that means you could add things like, PLR products that fit your niche. You could add a, bonus Q&A session, a bonus webinar training session. The great thing about the bonus Q&A or webinar sessions is that you do not have to have them recorded. And then once you record them, you just change the wording on the sales page to say, it's no longer a webinar because you're not going to hold it live, but you can say, recording to this exclusive training teaching you such and such topic, or recording answering the most important FAQs from the customer. So adding those types of things, that's where private label rights material comes into great benefit, is you can really make your product sell and sell really well, because you can add, instead of maybe having 1 or 2 bonuses, as you learned about when you launch your first product, you learned that having bonuses is key. But instead of maybe having 1 or 2 bonuses, I can now have 5, 6, 7, 8 bonuses on my sales page. It's now all of a sudden going to make people go, wow, if I act quick, I'm going to get all these bonuses. And that's really important. Adding scarcity is important, so you could take away bonuses after 3 days or 4 days or after 72 hours, just to kind of enhance that scarcity. You could say, I'm going to, raise the price after 48 hours, or whatever the case might be, so you can play it by ear. Adding scarcity, adding bonuses, those types of things are really important to boosting your conversion. So I start with changing my headlines, then I look at possibly a price change. Another thing you can do with the price change, you can try lower the price. Lowering the price, adding 95 cents at the end of it, kind of like I did with my change. Raising the price, yes, that sounds crazy, but there has been times where raising the price has actually benefited me and made me a higher conversion rate, because in people's minds that product was probably worth it because you added more value to the product. So changing the price, that means lowering the price, adding 95 cents to the end. So let's say it's $17 instead of 17, maybe it's $17.95, maybe it's $16.95, maybe it's $14.95. So those kind of price tweaks make a difference. Raising the price, maybe you add it to 97 and you experiment with that for a minute instead of 95. You don't know, I can't tell you that there's a formula that says, oh, this price model is going to work, because it's going to be different for every offer and it's going to look different. You can also do what's called the dime sale model, dime sale pricing. So that means it kind of adds the benefit of scarcity with the changing price. So the price always looks unique and different to people, so it kind of stands out. And with JVZoo, you can do that really simple. You can just change your product to a dime sale model, and that means that you can add additional value to it. So let me actually show you what that looks like inside JVZoo. So if I go over here to JVZoo account, and I'm just going to jump in, let's go to sellers dashboard, and let's just pick one of our products, and let's go to edit here, edit this product, and let's scroll on down here, and inside this product, so this is for the fitness product that I have here, you could change the pricing. So I could say make the pricing a dime sale, make it a dime sale. So right over here on the right hand side, you choose make it a dime sale, and that means So inside your JVZoo product ID here, inside your account, go to Sellers Dashboard. Sellers Dashboard, that's where you're going to find all your products. Go to edit the product, and then we can change it to a dime sale pricing. So you come down here to where it says product price, and just directly to the right it says make a dime sale. And so that means I could start my price of my product at $19, and I could choose that I'm going to increase the price 2 cents every one sale. So that means for every one sale, my price is going to go up 2 cents. So that means after one sale, it's going to be 1902. The next time somebody lands, it's going to be 1904. It's going to be 1906. You could also change that down to whatever you want. You could say I'm going to raise it 3 cents for every sale. I'm going to change it 1 cent for every sales. I'm going to change it 12 cents for every 10 sales. Every 10 sales, the price goes up 12 cents. After 10 sales, it'd be 1912. 10 more sales, 1924. So you can play around with the dime sale pricing, but that's a great way. Another way that you can enhance and boost your conversions is to do that with the dime sale pricing. So again, to recap on boosting your conversions, change your headline, change your pricing, and in your headline, you want to focus on the benefits. Focus on the benefits. Really important, not the features. Again, I talk about a 2-hour, 45-minute course, but I first focused on, I'm going to reveal to you 5 passive income streams. And so that grabs people's attention. So focus on the benefits first. What are they going to get? Focus on changing your price. Are you going to lower your price? Are you going to add like 95 cents to the end of it so it looks like more of a round sales number? You're going to try adding 97 cents. You're going to look at raising the price. You're going to look at dime sale pricing. Experiment with price changes because that can make a huge impact on your conversions. Adding your bonuses, PLR products, bonus Q&A sessions, bonus webinar training sessions. Those are a way to make your products stand out, start to convert a little bit better. Adding scarcity, take away bonuses, raising the price after a certain time period, those types of things. Adding a countdown timer is going to be also important. Adding a countdown timer going to enhance your conversions. So those are keys, to changing your offer around. Now, again, we made adding bonuses kind of its own category here, and that's because to me it is extremely vital to your success, adding bonuses. And again, so use PLR products, grab your previous info products, webinar sessions, audio recordings, those types of things fit really well for your bonuses. So again, adding your bonuses just to keep your product selling, keep it fresh in front of people, those types of enhancements make all the difference in the world for you. Monitoring your upsells is really important to your ongoing success. So knowing how your upsells are converting is really important. So how are your upsells converting? And for this, it's really simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take amount of sales. So let's say amount of front-end sales and divide that by, so you're going to take the amount of front-end sales and you're going to divide that by amount of the upsell sales. So for example, if I sell 500 front-end units, front-end sales, so 500 front-end sales, then we're going to have 500, let's see, 500 front-end sales, and let's say we sold 126 upsell sales. So I'm going to say 126 upsells, divide by 500 front-end, and that's going to tell us that our upsell is converting at, let's see here, 126 divided by 500 25.2%. 25.2% upsell conversion. Now that's pretty decent. Anything over 20% is really good for your upsell. So anything over 20% is what you want to aim for. Again, that means for every 100 people that buy your front-end product, you're going to expect to make an additional 20 sales. For every 10 people that maybe buy your product, you should sell an additional 2, maybe 3 copies of your upsell if you're kind of in the average range. Now, if your upsell is well below that, like it's sitting at 10%, 15%, maybe it's only hovering at 20, 25%, you can consider adding additional bonuses to that upsell. The upsell, especially that first upsell, it's really important that you pile on the value, and so that's where bonuses come into play. Again, that's why I'm a big proponent of PLR products. So adding in private label rights material is going to be key to your success of making your upsell sell more. It's going to be really vital to your ongoing success with that. So monitoring your upsell sales, knowing your numbers there, and again, there's no need for me to show you on these actual pages, but knowing, kind of monitoring those is really important to your success. Now, this is really important, is knowing your numbers. Now, I have a PowerPoint slide for you guys here, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit. These are from some of the launches inside my JVZoo account, so you guys can actually understand what numbers we're really looking at here, so you guys can really gauge and understand some things here. So the first column here is sold. So we're looking at sold. How many units of your product have you sold? So how many units of the front end sale and the upsells, how many have been sold? What is your funnel conversion rate? What's the average conversion rate of all the traffic? And generally, again, on JVZoo, if your conversion rate for everything, and that means the front end and the upsells combined, is between 7 and 8% and higher, you're doing really, really good. You have a really good offer, and that's generally where mine end up, and you have a really good offer. Some of them you may want to tweak and enhance as well. Now you can see some of these other offers up in the 11.51%, 11.81%. These are products and funnels. This one's at 13%. Where I may want to go back out and relaunch this product or put it with a different angle because it's converting really well for me. So, those are things for you to keep in mind. So I've got here 163 products sold, conversion rate 7.84%. So that means it's dividing how many units you sold, how many overall units divided by how many unique visitors entered into your, visited your page. So how many visits did you get from affiliate traffic? How many visits did you get from sending your own traffic from, Facebook or from advertising that you've done, those types of things, retargeting campaigns, YouTube ads, those things make a difference. EPC, earnings per click. So that means the earnings per click. That's what EPC stands for. That's a really good number to know if you're an affiliate as well. So if you are looking at a product to promote, you want to know what is the earnings per click. So what is the affiliate earning on average per click? That means the average person sending one click is going to make, because it's getting split about 50% to affiliates, they're looking at over $1. So anything over $1, so anything well over that $2 range is really good for the affiliates. This funnel right here was at 673. So that's tremendous value. This one here, 311. So that means the affiliates, for every click, they're earning well over $1. That's kind of that perfect price point you want to be at when you're promoting a product as an affiliate. And again, earnings per click is basically taken from how much traffic has this offer received and how many units have been sold. And so what you're aiming for here is a higher earnings per click. You want to see, especially with JVZoo or ClickBank, you want to try to be in that sweet spot of over $2 EPC. Anything over $2 EPC is generally means you're on to something. It means you're doing what you should be doing with your launch. But of course, that's why adding in additional things, that's why maybe lowering the price, sometimes raising the price, adding additional products to your sales funnel, so adding upsells, those are all ways to increase your earnings per click for both you and your affiliates. And that just basically means more money. And when I started out this launch right up here, for example, my conversions were down in the 3% range. Then I changed my headline, then I changed the price down, and all of a sudden now it's at 7.84, and I'm estimating before it's all said and done, I'll be between 9 and 10%. And that's kind of my goal there that I'm pushing at. My EPCs were at 87 cents. 87 cents, but then I made these enhancements. All of a sudden now my EPCs have tripled because I've lowered the price, so that means I'm selling more of that product. And so I've also, I lowered that price, and that made all the difference in enhancing this. And then I also tweaked one of my first upsells as well, just changing, adding a little different video, and all of a sudden my EPC started to climb. So earnings per click is EPC. You've got the units sold, that's how many units you sold. Conversion rate is how many people have bought the products in your sales funnel, or how many people bought your products, and based on how many people visited your page. EPC, again, earnings per click. So every time one person clicks on a link and goes to your sales page, that's the average earnings that you are seeing. Average price to me is really important. It's important to know this number, and affiliates like to know this. They like to know across the sales funnel. Now, my product here, as you guys saw, is $14.95 or $24.95. So there's a little variation there, but my average sales price in the sales funnel is $30.95. So almost double what the front end price is at $14.95, because I've got upsells in my sales funnel. So that means the average price is $30.95 that people are purchasing. You can see here like this one, that means we sold 3,401 units in that particular sales funnel. So 3,401 units, and I multiply that by an average selling price in that sales funnel of $39.15. And that was for a product that was at a dime sale of $15. So you can see how many upsells we did. And that means if I multiply that together, we had a product launch that generated $133,000 in sales with that product launch. That product launch did a six-figure launch, $133,000 in sales. Average sales price, $39.15 multiplied by 3,401. And then you can see the refund rate. So some products have a little bit higher refund rate than others. This one did in particular. Some people, for whatever reason, they didn't like something about that training. But generally, especially on ClickBank, if you're below 10%, you're doing really good. You can see some of these products are down the 2% range. So obviously, you always want to keep your refund rate as low as possible, and that's going to segue me into one of our next topics coming up here, which is going to be about customer support and how to support your customers during launch, but timely response, those types of things will keep your refund rate lower. Adding bonuses or adding in webinars, so if you're getting people complaining, like I had a product that I just launched where I realized there was a problem with one of the videos, and I had one person wanting to refund. Well, I was able to stop that refund because we're now re-recording that video, so that's going to make everybody happier, but that minimized my refund rate. And the reason you want a refund rate that's lower is because obviously you're saving yourself money, because if they refund, it's going to cost you sales, but also it's going to make your affiliates happier. Affiliates are more apt to promote a product with a lower refund rate because then they know their numbers. Affiliates are smart enough to know refunds are part of the business. You're going to get a refund. It just does not matter. I wish there was a way around that, but the refunds are inevitable. It does not matter what you've got. Now, I've been fortunate. I've got a few products here that actually had no refunds. So, but some do. Almost every product you sell is going to have a refund of some sort. So just keep that in mind. So you've got here the refund rate. Commission, not applicable with JVZoo, you just ignore that column. So sold, conversion rate, EPC, earnings per click, average price. So knowing these numbers is really important. When you're launching on ClickBank, the most important things is really to know, how many units you sold, how many website visits did you get, what are your affiliates converting at? Because once you know these numbers, then you can start to craft together a basic affiliate tools thing that lets affiliates know, this is what the numbers are for this product, this is what we're converting at, and then you can start to craft a sales message to recruit more affiliates for your product launch. So now we've just talked about knowing your numbers and the importance of that. So let's go back to our Word document here. So knowing your numbers, really, really important to do that. Now we've got recruiting your affiliates, recruiting more affiliates or recruiting new affiliates to your product. So I'm going to go into detail on that, and then we'll wrap up with customer support, writing new email swipes like angles, updating a JV blog, contacting those promoting for you, following up with your customers, and then how to make your product evergreen. So probably one of the more important methods that we've got here is once your product is live, is it's time to recruit more affiliates. So you really want to go out there and recruit additional affiliates to, to promote your product. And so there's a couple ways you can do that. You could set up a JV page, which was discussed on one of the previous trainings on this topic, like your first info product. We talked about creating a JV page. And in this case, I want to show you how to find affiliates and then a message, a basic message that you can craft to those affiliates. So I'm going to open up a brand new Word document here. So we're going to open a brand new Word document, and we'll call this a blank document here. And we're going to discuss the product that we have for affiliates to promote. So I'm going to grab a link here. I'm going to go to my Facebook here. All right, so PLR. So bear with me just a minute, and I'm going to pause, obviously, this recording here while I do this searching. Okay, let me see what kind of questions we've got here. All right, perfect, John. Yep, we showed the screen. Do you guys have any questions for me before I go any further? Do let me know. All right, excellent. Okay, I guess we're doing an okay job. Everybody's pretty quiet here. That's good. All right, if there are questions, just go ahead and type those in. And John, yeah, I did catch that screen error, so. All right, perfect. All right, I'm going to dive back in, take a little 5-second break, and then we'll dive right in. Okay, so now one of the ways to, once you launch your product is to recruit more affiliates. Again, you've got, you could send them to your JV page. So once you've launched your product, you can follow up with them, send them to your JV blog, send them to your JV page, continue to recruit more affiliates for your product. So you can definitely do that. You could also go about it by just creating a very basic Word document and sending it to affiliates that way. So I've got here in a Word document, note to affiliates, thank you for your interest in promoting my passive profit streams PLR package. You can grab your affiliate link on JVZoo here. I put a link to where they can grab their affiliate link, whether it's JVZoo or ClickBank. That's where you would put in their affiliate link would go right here. I put in my email swipes here. So these are email swipes with different angles. So all they have to do is copy and paste those. So I'm basically just giving them the affiliate tools that they need in one easy to use Word document. If you need more details in each of the videos, you can grab those from this link. And so that way I've got a little more details on the product. I talk about the product here, and then I give contact info. So it's really basic. What I've designed here, it's a real basic document. Now you can put it into a text file, you can do it in a Word document, you can make it a PDF. You could also just put all this info into a JV page as well. So I've got a link here, in particular that's it's a text file link. So I've got a link here, recruiting my affiliates, and I will just keep this link here. That way you guys can actually, use this, and that way you guys can actually click on this and actually see how I go about this process. You can pretty much copy and paste what I've got. So we've got this link here. Now we need to write a short little email, short message to affiliates that's going to encourage affiliates to start promoting our product. So this is where I'm going to go type out a quick message here. So, let me just type that out. So hello, let's see, I just wanted to let you know, because this is going to be a message that we're going to copy and paste to affiliates, and I'm going to show you how to find new affiliates for products once you launch, and then I'm going to show you some different channels you can use to reach out to them. And the affiliate recruitment process, to be quite honest, it's a numbers game, and it really does not matter how established you are in the business. You are still going to need to do the personal follow-ups either yourself or one of your assistants. So it really does not matter, again, how established you are. So that's really important to keep that in mind. So recruiting more affiliates, we start with just an email. So I just want to let you know that I have a product that your audience would be interested in called Passive Profit Streams, and I am selling PLR to the offer. Right now we are seeing great numbers in our sales funnel. And this is where it's really important that you know your numbers. That's where I'm just going to pull up my numbers. We have sold, you don't have to tell them how many units you've sold unless you want to. So let's just go, we are converting at 7.84% in the funnel with EPCs of 241, 243. $2.43, and on top of that, what else have we got here? An average sale price and an average sales price of 30.95. You can earn a healthy, you can earn 50% commissions, instant commissions throughout our sales funnel. Full details, you can grab your affiliate link and full details here. And then we'll put in the link to our text file. You could send them again to text file, to a JV page, to any number of things that you want. Text file, JV page, PDF, Word document. Just send them to a page where they can get information on your product launch. You can grab your affiliate link and full details here. Please let me know if you would like a complimentary review copy of this offer. Thank you. And then you could just put in your name. Let's see. I know you promote I've seen you promote similar products, and I just want to let you know. There we go. So I'm just kind of enhancing that a little bit. Perfect. All right, so this is the letter now. You can copy that from your Word document. I like to put it right into a notepad. So I'll paste it right here into a notepad file. And now we're going to take this and go out and copy and paste this message to Facebook. So you can find people, on Facebook to potentially promote your product. So I'm going to go here to Facebook, and there's different groups out here. So you could say JVZoo if you're launching on a JVZoo product. You can go out here to, let's see, JVZoo. Now you don't want to go to the official JVZoo, but JVZoo affiliates. And you come in here, you're going to see there's 4,448 members, and you could start to reach out to these different members and simply just click on that and start to contact them. So, it's pulling up for me different affiliates that I've worked with and such. So go over here, click on message, and then you could just simply copy and paste this message right in here. And then boom, next thing you know, you've got an affiliate that's ready to promote your product. So it's a really good way to go. It's a really good way to go out and start to, recruit affiliates. Again, there's 4,000 affiliates right here. You're not going to possibly be able to reach out to every single one of them. Or you could. It's obviously comes down to being a numbers game. So how many affiliates can you recruit? And so you can find them, JVZoo, you could say ClickBank affiliates. You could find them that way, but it all boils down to having, and again, you guys are probably going like, what? This is that easy? It really is. It comes down to having a Word document, a PDF file, a text file, a JV page, which talks about your offer on it. You don't even have to get that hypey. You could include a link to your download page if you wanted to. And then it just involves going out, just copying and pasting this email to hundreds of affiliates to get people to start to promote for you and start to gain some serious traction for your products that are out there. So that's really what it boils down to. And it's a numbers game. It's how many people can you get to, reach out and start to potentially promote your product for you. And you can go out to click, not only can you find this on JVZoo, you can look up, JVZoo, you could look up JV launch groups. So these are places you can go, like here's one called the Elite JV Group. You can come on in here. The next thing that you can do is, is go out there, to these different groups, and you could actually post about your product launches that are coming up. So you can actually post about those in here. So you could actually post the exact same post that you've got here with a link to your JV page or your text file. And you, again, can go out to Facebook, look up JV launch or even JV calendar. And you can find these various launch groups that are out there. Another place that I like to go, once you've launched your product, it's a great site. It's called muncheye.com, muncheye.com. And over here on Muncheye, you'll get details on your products that are coming up. So you'll see all the information on them so you can actually promote these products. So over here, you can go to muncheye.com and you could actually submit your product launch up here. So submit and then follow those steps. It's a great way to get exposure for your offer. Now, if you're over there, this works great for the internet marketing niche, people in the marketing products, the software space, those types of things work really well. But let's say that we are into some other markets here. So let's say that we're into, the back weight loss niche market, those types of offers. So let's go out here to ClickBank and let me show you how to find additional affiliates. You go out here to the affiliate marketplace and you're going to look for products in your category. So I'm going to go to health and fitness, and again, I've got let's say I have a fitness product. Well, here's one, Lean Belly Breakthrough. Let's click on that and let's contact these people. So let's find their contact information right there. Contact us. It's got a direct email, right? So there's a direct email for these people that you could actually follow up with. So now this person, I clicked on contact to go straight to an email, and then you could follow up with them as well. You can go here to affiliates, look at their affiliate page. You can contact, find a contact information form on their affiliate page, and then also reach out to them in that way as well. Again, these affiliate pages are really simple to set up. This is one of the more popular products here on ClickBank, and it's sitting here and it's talking about, what they're going to get. You got banners, you got e-covers, you got affiliate links, you've got everything they would need right here in one simple to find page. So it's all about making it simple for your affiliates. Here's another one, affiliates at Her Yoga Secrets. the big diabetes. So again, you're just going out, you're contacting these people, and you're saying, hey, I've got a product in your niche market. Would you be interested in promoting it? You never know who's going to say yes. It's a numbers game. It also boils down to how you can provide them value as well. So think about ways to get really creative. Hey, I saw your product on ClickBank. I think it's a great fit for my audience. I would like to include your offer on my download page. Here with your, I'd like you to check out my offer, see if it's a good fit. I'd like to collaborate and grow with you together in this space. So just really approach it with the joint venture angle, but your affiliate recruitment is going to be key to the success or failure of your ongoing launch. And what's great about having an evergreen offer, those niche products that you can just keep promoting, even the internet marketing offers that you can keep promoting, is that you just constantly are reaching out to new affiliates. Like if you got a product in the internet marketing space, you're going to go here to e-business and you're going to look up, like this is one of my products here, and you're going to go out to these different people that are in these markets. So I'm going to go out here and say, okay, so let's say SaleWho, CV Passive Income, take surveys for cash. Well, let me reach out to this person, and say, hey, we need to work together. I've got a real popular product in this space, in this BizOp market. I think we can work really well together. Let's make something happen. So, that's how you can use the ClickBank Marketplace, is find people in your category, find also those people in categories that complement your market. So if you're in the health and fitness space, there's people that are in health and fitness that generally, they also want to know about beauty. And you could say, well, this would be a great, this would be a great opportunity for you. So, this person that's giving away makeup brushes, more than likely they have an audience of women. Women want to know how to lose weight, so I could approach them with my weight loss product. So it's all about finding those creative joint ventures. Going out to other websites like eZine Articles. And again, it all starts with what I just showed you guys, which was a text file, a Word document, a PDF that contains information. So going out and finding people. So let's say I'm in the health and fitness, and let's say in particular weight loss. Let's find people in the weight loss market. And The Secrets to Weight Loss Success by Josie Smith. All right, let's read about her a little bit and then go down here to her bio. She's got a weight loss handbook here. Quick start weight loss. And again, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to find anything here on her website. See if her website pulls up. Not yet, so let's go to another one. Willpower, the real decision you make for your health. Roadmap to vibranthealth.com. So this person might be an option. Anti-aging program with you for free. Click here to discover. Obviously, he's building an email list, so if I can find a way to contact him, one of the best ways to do that, though, would be to actually join his email list. So I could go there and actually join his email list. Then I'm going to have a follow-up email, reply to email that I can send to him. And actually, here's his email. I actually see that he's the author of this. That's his email, snewton@gmail. Copy and paste that into my browser. Go in, copy and paste that message directly into an email to him with information on my product launch, which is about weight loss, fitness. Boom. He's obviously building a list in the weight loss space. So I've got a weight loss product. Let's see if we can collaborate together. Let's make a joint venture happen. That's how you do joint ventures. It's a numbers game. It's about reaching out to people. You can find, the great thing about JVZoo or ClickBank is you can actually partner with people called JV brokers that would do this work for you. So going out to eZine Articles, going out to YouTube, going out to these different channels where people are hanging out that have your audience and connecting with those people, that is what you're going after. That's what you're doing with these joint ventures. So that's part of the post-launch process, is to recruiting more affiliates, and you do it in that way. So just copying and pasting that information. Next thing, we've got customer support. Customer support is really, really important to your success. So with customer support, a couple of the main things that I focus on myself is email, is how to reach out to how to connect with my audience. And so there's a couple things. You've got a support desk that you can use. Now you could use OS Ticket, which is free. You can also use Freshdesk. I believe it's, yeah, Freshdesk. And then we've also got Zendesk. That one's really popular as well. So those two are paid. OS Ticket is free, or you can just use a dedicated email address. So you want to have a dedicated email address for your support inquiries, and that way it's something that you can follow up with. And it's really important that during your launch, you stay up on it. Now, even with my launches, you can actually manage some support by yourself. You can also easily outsource this task when you're starting out, especially for your first few launches. I would recommend you just, do it yourself to get it done and understand the process. You kind of know the process. But a couple things that people are looking for: download pages, not knowing where their download pages. Those are the biggest things. Support issues. So the biggest support issues that I'm going to make a note of here: need download page link, need a refund, need clarification on the offer. Very rare. It's very rare if they actually ask about how to use the product. I know that sounds shocking, but it just is the nature of the game. Generally, it's going to be need a download page link. So if you have those kind of emails ready to copy and paste, it'll make support really easy. And a couple things you can do is, log in the morning, and the evening. So twice a day, check it, clean it out before you start the day, close it out after you begin the day, and then you're good to go. You've answered your questions. So that's how you go through that with support. That is, there's really not much else to cover there, but just make sure that you're following up, because you're going to learn things from your customers too. Your customers are going to tell you things that maybe you need to improve upon on your product, especially if you're seeing refunds come through. So there are going to be areas that you're going to want to enhance. And so that's where customer support comes into play. So those are the key providers: OS Ticket, Freshdesk, Zendesk, and or a dedicated email like support@your domain. You can set that up easily. Writing new email swipes, that's something you want to do, plus new promo materials. Really important that you do that. And I like to use a couple tools. So, Uzine.com, it's great for graphics. For your promotions. There's also, you've got your email swipes. So that's, again, writing new angles, coming up with new ways that people can promote. And I'll show you an example from one of my previous product launches out there. I'll show you all the different angles and email swipes so you see what I'm talking about. Now, you want to create as many different varieties of email swipes that you can. And the reason is because you want to give people variety. So I've got like an urgency angle during the launch that I used. I've got an angle that I used because we launched this during March, so it was March Madness basketball. We launched it around St. Patrick's Day, so we use that angle as well. But we've got here email swipe number 1, the amazing business model angle. You want to start with 2 or 3 email swipes, but then you want to add it and enhance it as you go forward with your launch. You've got the perfect business model angle as well. This one's a fire sale angle, arbitrage, the arbitrage angle, proven business model, the arbitrage business angle, the biggest growth area for traffic. So again, we've got just different varieties of angles. So you don't have to have these all done at once, but maybe every day you write 1 or 2, maybe 3 new email swipes. And a good way to do this is as you're writing an email swipe to your audience to pre-sell them on your new product, because you always want to promote your product to your own list. That's really important, and that should be, item number 1 is send your own traffic. That's why having an email list is so vital. But what you want to do is write those emails to your list, and then you could use those emails as email swipes to give your affiliates additional tools to keep promoting your products as affiliates. You can use the secret business angle, how it all got started. So again, you've got the short email, then you've got a long email, then you've got a case study angle. So these are all different varieties of angles you can go with in order to make this product work for you. So it's really powerful for you, and it's a tremendous way for you to just kind of enhance what you've got. So using email swipes, coming up with different angles as you write emails to your list, copy and paste those onto your affiliate tools page inside your JV blog. Doing your updates is really going to be important for you. Updating your JV blog. So again, right here, I've got a JV blog. So you just can do a very basic install of WordPress, and what you've got here is just updates. So as the launch is happening, you're updating affiliates as far as who's in the lead, where they stand, what their placement is in the contest, and then you encourage those people to keep promoting. And if you're not doing updates, you're missing out. Even if you're not doing a launch per se, like an 8-day launch, but you have like an evergreen product that's going to always be selling, then let's say you add a bonus to the sales funnel. Let's say you add in new email swipes. Let your affiliates know on that page, and then do an email blast to your affiliates, because you should be building a list of your affiliates from your JV page, from your JV landing page. So let them know what you're working on. Let them know about your latest product launches, and let them know how they can do that. So that's really going to be key to your success. So now so that's how you update your JV blog, is just use a very basic WordPress install. Send them updates. It could be daily updates, it could be monthly updates, weekly updates, but use that as a way to just keep people posted on what kind of things you have going on with your product launch, so that they can stay informed and stay apprised as to what's going on with the offer and the new changes and enhancements. So updating that, it's just another way to constantly get in front. This game is a numbers game. It really is. So you need to be constantly getting yourself out there, getting yourself in front of people. Don't be afraid to make those updates. Don't be afraid to email your affiliates. Let them know of the changes. All right, the next thing that we've got here is to contact those currently promoting. So this is extremely vital to your success. You do not want to forget contacting those people that have already been promoting. So those could be, Facebook message or Skype message, text message, email follow-ups. Those types of things work extremely well for you. So contacting those promoting is going to be vital to your success. Using one of those channels, see what else you can get for them. So see what you can get for them, any custom bonuses, offer to add them to your download page. And again, you don't want to do this for everybody, but maybe your top affiliates. See if they have a banner of theirs that they could throw on a download page for you. That's going to just kind of make them want to continue to promote for you, give them some of that goodwill. And it's really important. Maybe send them a little Starbucks gift card. But those types of things of follow-up go a long way in keeping your affiliates happy, to keep them continuing to send traffic. Following up with your customers is one of the other things I do. So that means, offer related opportunities, special webinar trainings, then enhance their purchase, coaching opportunities. Again, you don't want to miss out on the chance to offer people an ability to continue to learn from you. So you got coaching opportunities that you could do, related offers, maybe software or services they need to make the program work. It doesn't matter what you're selling. Like let's say you're selling a weight loss product, for example, and there's a certain kind of weight loss bands that people need in order to do the fitness exercises correctly. Well, following up with your customers with an affiliate link for the exact weight loss bands is going to be important to your success. Doing a basic follow-up of seeing how you can help them, with their purchase is going to also be big, because that's going to make people start to know, like, and trust you more. They're going to be happy with their investment with you. They're going to want to continue to do business with you. And so it's going to be really important that you do choose to follow up with your customers. Making your product evergreen is kind of the final step that we've got here in this process. And so some ways that you can make your product evergreen, and let's separate this out here. But making your product evergreen is really important. So that means once you've gone through the product launch process, there's certain things that are never going to end. So you're going to be, constantly tweaking the sales copy and testing. You're going to be recruiting new affiliates, adding new affiliate promotional tools. Those could be, banners, the e-covers, those types of things. Blog posts, articles, things that help pre-sell your training. Constantly tweaking the sales copy, recruiting new affiliates, adding new affiliate promotional materials, just, really just doing the work, the legwork you need to make it so people can continue to purchase your product, and, tweak the sales copy, do the testing. And further, one of the things that you want to do is maybe look into retargeting your traffic. And so one of the tools that I use for that is called AdRoll, and then there's also Perfect Audience. Now, AdRoll for me, especially in the internet marketing niche, they were a lot easier to get approved on. And what retargeting does is that means for everybody that visits your page, it saves a little pixel on their computer. And that means you've all seen it, like if you've gone to Amazon and let's say 2 days later you're back on your computer and you're looking at the news website, well, all of a sudden an ad for Amazon pops up with the exact item that you were just looking at. That's called retargeting, and that's exactly what you can do. Is you can follow people around on Facebook, you can follow them around on popular websites, so they're going to continue and constantly see your promotion continue to show up out there, continue to promote your product. And so it's really a good way to continue the follow-up. Your cost per click is rather low, and what's great about it is they are already interested in your product because they were just on your sales page. So it's really, to me, it's a really powerful way to continue to follow up with people and reach out to people. And so I'm a big fan of retargeting, and so look into AdRoll or Perfect Audience. You can also do Google AdWords if it fits, Bing ads. You can do Google Display Network, which is a really popular one. That's those banner advertisements and things of that nature. You can do YouTube ads. So paid advertising is big, recruiting those new affiliates, sending out, just always being, kind of in front of people, setting up a Facebook group for your students. That's going to be key. Getting your name, let's say content marketing. So that's going to be, blogging, videos for YouTube, those types of things to get your brand out there, continue to get your name out there, piggyback off trends, trends through press releases. So what, if you're in the weight loss space, there might be certain trends in the weight loss sector. I could piggyback off that with a press release and talk about how my program helps so many people, suffering from whatever issues they're suffering from. So, this is how you kind of make your product evergreen. It's about constantly, adding those new affiliate tools. But the main things you're going to be focused on once your product is live is recruiting those new affiliates. And so that means going out there and recruiting those new affiliates, retargeting your traffic, and then paid traffic are going to be the keys. So just getting traffic going, because once you've tweaked your sales copy enough, it's converting. And then maybe you want to look into adding something else to your sales funnel too. So add to your sales funnel. Add to your sales funnel. That's going to be really important as well for you. Adding an upsell, maybe a third upsell, adding a membership so you can get additional residual income going. These are all going to be things that as your product's evergreen, you're constantly innovating. Maybe you need to tweak some of the training. Maybe you need to enhance that. So constantly be innovating, but then it's a beautiful thing when you have a product that's evergreen because you're going to have those sales rolling in, and that's that sales where you're asleep, right? And you see that money come in. That's fun. That's what they used to call back in the day the mailbox money. That's when you wake up and you've got not checks in your mailbox, but you've got payments in your ClickBank or in your PayPal or in your, from JVZoo or from your info product launch. And so that's really important for you, is just continue to do that. So again, this is your first product launch. So now that you've launched your product, we'll just recap it. You want to track your conversions. You want to know your numbers. You want to boost your conversions. Boost your conversions as much as you can by changing headlines, changing the price, and adding bonuses like we talked about. Monitoring your upsells. Monitoring your upsells is going to be key to your success. Make sure those convert. Add more upsells if needed. Know your numbers. If you know your EPC and average sale, you're going to be able to relay that better to affiliates. You're going to know better how your product's converting. You're going to know better how to improve your product, and you might want to add to your upsells. You're going to know how to recruit more affiliates. That's really important. How to do your customer support, how to manage your customers and take care of them. Writing new email swipes is going to be key after you've launched your product and made it live. Think of new email angles. Updating a JV blog, whether it's an evergreen product, whether you're running a contest. Obviously, if you're doing a contest, you'll keep people posted on what you're doing, but just constantly getting in front of them. Contacting those promoting. Follow up with your customers. Make your product evergreen into the market. And then that is the main keys here, to getting your product launched, is just follow these steps that we just laid out for you, and you're going to find that you're going to have a successful launch and a successful offer that you can continue to promote well after you launch. The key things that you focus in on is your conversions after you launch. Once you know those numbers, then you focus on the traffic, and that could be paid traffic, content marketing, traffic from your own blogging efforts, traffic from guest blogging, traffic from upsell, getting people to opt into your email list, upselling them to your training course. Traffic, 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 because that's going to be the ongoing way that you're going to continue to make sales. And that means recruiting more affiliates, getting in front of people. That's how you're going to have a successful launch and a successful product that's evergreen, that pays you day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. So I hope you guys enjoyed your first info product launch, your first product launch, and have a great day. All right, guys, any questions for me? Otherwise, we will get this session recorded, or we'll get this recording posted for everybody. Perfect. We got a few people left here. All right, any questions for me, though? I will be happy to answer that. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. Great session, guys. All right, you're welcome, Dana. Really happy to provide this. That excellent information. Thanks, Paul. You are so welcome, Dana. Happy to provide that. So I will get this replay posted for everybody just as quickly as possible. Yeah, how do you check to make sure the funnel is set up? This is from John. PayPal won't let me buy from myself. So there's a couple ways you can do that. So if you're launching in JVZoo and you have a business partner or a friend, you could actually just drop your price to the actual, to maybe $1 or something like that. So drop it and then go ahead and just, have them buy your product and then refund them. And I would do a manual refund to them because you don't want it to impact your sales funnel, so don't do it through JVZoo. But you could drop your products in the funnel to $1 and then just click on that, just have them purchase it, so have a family member buy it. If that's too difficult, one of the things that I like to do for testing is I pretty much I'll go to the upsell page, to my first upsell page without even buying. And I don't personally go through and do the whole testing thing myself, just because I've launched so many products on JVZoo and it's worked well. But I'll just go to my upsell page that I know they're going to land on after they purchase the product, and then I'll just go on that page and then click on the no thanks links to make sure the no thank you link is going correctly. It's redirecting properly. For my no thanks links, John, I always just use my own links, just so you know. I just do a direct link. I don't use the JVZoo links. I don't usually use the ClickBank redirect links as well. Like ClickBank has no thanks links. I just use my own, and that seems to work pretty well also for me. So. But yeah, you can lower the price $1 and then have a family member do the testing for you. All right. Any other questions for me? All right. Looks like that's all the questions here. John, did that answer your question okay? Yep, perfect. Awesome. Thanks, John. All right, thank you so much, guys. I will stop the recording here, and then we will get this recording posted for everybody. All right, take care, guys.